Why your professional YouTube videos take weeks to clear 100 views. The lag in view counts for high-intent professional content is rarely a reflection of poor quality, but rather a mechanical byproduct of how niche search algorithms function. When videos are engineered for intent-rich retention rather than mass-market entertainment, they bypass the viral spike phase in favor of a slow-burn discovery process. For a channel focusing on specific professions, including realtors, accountants, consultants, investment advisors, and lawyers, among other professionals, the initial weeks are a period of data gathering for the YouTube algorithm. During this time, the system is testing your content against highly specific search queries to ensure it provides the precise answer a high-value lead is seeking. Because your target audience is not browsing the homepage for distraction, but rather searching for resolution, your content relies on pull marketing rather than push mechanics, which inherently takes longer to manifest in the analytics. The fundamental disconnect between production effort and immediate view counts often stems from the zero-volume keyword phenomenon, where the value of a viewer far outweighs the volume of the crowd. In the professional services sector, a video that earns 50 views from business owners facing a specific tax audit is infinitely more successful than a video with 10,000 views from casual observers. YouTube's algorithm for B2B and professional content prioritizes satisfaction scores and search-to-action transitions over the rapid-fire click-through rates that propel gaming or lifestyle vlogs. In the first 14 to 21 days, your videos are essentially navigating a trust-sandbox, where the platform evaluates whether your technical information is authoritative enough to rank in Google's video carousels. This vetting process is a standard hurdle for high-stakes topics, as the algorithm is cautious about promoting legal advice without established historical performance. Consequently, a slow start is often the algorithm's way of calibrating your content for the exact technical modifiers that convert viewers into paying clients. Furthermore, the retention engineering strategy you employ creates a narrower funnel that naturally limits top-of-funnel discovery while maximizing bottom-of-funnel results. By front-loading videos with dense technical information or specific financial, investment, legal, or statutory references, you're effectively filtering out vanity viewers who would otherwise bounce within 30 seconds and hurt your channel's long-term health. While a broader title might garner faster clicks, it would also invite a higher bounce rate from users who aren't your target demographic, ultimately signaling to YouTube that the content is uninteresting to the general public. By staying disciplined with niche-specific metadata and technical SEO, you're intentionally sacrificing the new upload velocity that broader creators rely on to survive. This results in a viewership graph that looks like a flat line for several weeks before transitioning into a steady, evergreen climb as your SEO indexing takes hold. Search engine optimization for professional business services operates on a different temporal scale than social media trends, often requiring a burn-in period of several months to achieve peak visibility. Unlike a news story that loses relevance in 48 hours, a video explaining the nuances of a particular tax or legal topic remains relevant for years, making the first 3 weeks statistically insignificant in the video's total life cycle. YouTube views for professional services often follow a J-curve, where early numbers are suppressed until the video is indexed by the Google search side engine, which typically happens well after the initial upload notification has expired. This delay is exacerbated if the channel lacks a massive subscribe notified base that provides an initial momentum boost, forcing the video to rely entirely on organic search discovery. Therefore, the 100-view barrier is less of a ceiling and more of a staging ground where the algorithm waits for enough intent-rich signals to prove the video's long-term utility. A critical factor in this delayed gratification is the competitive landscape of high-value legal keywords, which are often dominated by older, established videos with years of accumulated watch time. For a new video to displace a featured snippet or an incumbent top result, it must demonstrate superior engagement metrics among the few people who do find it in those first few weeks. The algorithm is essentially running a slow-motion A/B test, comparing your new and optimized content against the safe choices it has recommended for years. This inertia phase can be frustrating because it makes your most recent and likely most optimized work appear less successful than older, less technical content. However, this is a necessary hurdle for topical authority, as the platform must see a consistent pattern of high-intent searchers finding satisfaction in your specific professional business niche before it grants you a permanent seat on page 1. The lack of immediate viral movement is also a byproduct of the professional isolation of the content, which lacks the inherent shareability of controversial or emotional topics. Investment, tax, and legal analysis is rarely shared on social media in the same way a political commentary or a comedy sketch might be, meaning your videos are almost entirely dependent on the search bar. Without the browse feature traffic that fuels 80% of YouTube's total views, your content is essentially invisible to anyone not actively looking for a realtor, accountant, lawyer, consultant, or investment advisor at that exact moment. This utility-only consumption model means that your view counts will always mirror the specific search volume of the problem you're solving, which for niche professional issues is rarely a high-frequency event. Thus, the weeks spent under 100 views are simply the time it takes for 100 people in a specific geographic or professional situation to encounter the problem your video was designed to fix. Ultimately, your strategy of prioritizing intent-rich retention and business results over vanity metrics means that your analytics will always look unsuccessful by traditional creator standards while remaining highly profitable by business standards. The 100-view milestone in the professional niche represents a highly concentrated group of potential leads, making those slow weeks some of the most productive periods for your firm's digital funnel. By continuing to optimize with technical JSON LD schema and focusing on high conversion modifiers, you're building a resilient library of evergreen assets that will eventually transcend the early view count slump. Success in this domain is measured by the quality of the view-to-consultation ratio rather than the speed of the view-to-subscriber growth. You should view the quiet initial weeks not as a failure of the content, but as the engine warming up to deliver the specific, high-value audience your professional business practice requires. For more informative videos about business marketing and video development, we welcome you to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And to my fellow professionals, I welcome you to engage with myself directly, as I always enjoy discussing these topics and collaborating on shared business opportunities. Thank you.